Hey, what is up, guys? Back with a video. I've got a topic I wanted to talk about today, and that was that pros. I know this is not normally what I should be uploading on my channel, but I haven't uploaded a COD video in a while, so I thought I'd upload it. But my personal opinion on pros is that people claim they're the best in the world. They're not the best in the world. That's just a title because they win money. Yes, they win money. They're good at competitive gameplay, 4v4s, 2v2s, 3v3s, and so on. But my thoughts on it is like, how can you call them a professional? Well, not a professional. But how can you call them the best in the world? I mean, yeah, when do you ever see them play public lobbies? Public lobbies are a completely different situation. You've got lag on your side, you've got compensation, you've got the lag compensation, you've got the hit detection. You haven't got the benefits of a LAN on an even playing field for all 8 players in a 4v4 tournament. I mean, it just bemuses me. And I done something earlier that I shouldn't have done, and that was join session on a pro player Optic Nadeshot, which I shouldn't have done, but that's the question. And I came first. I came first in the lobby. I started a full game. He's in America. I'm in France. I'm on a 2-bar, 3-bar, and I'm coming first. And that should. And if these so-called pros are meant to be the best in the world, then surely they could just shit on me, or they could they'd be winning every time. They would be pub stomping like we do. But no, that's not the question. You're taking them out of their comfort zone. You take them out of their favourite LAN connection where everybody's on an even playing field. You stick them out. You take them out of their comfort zone. As I said, it's a completely different ball game. It's a completely different game. You have to experience the situation and the connection and the scenario and the everyday game that us average or not so quite average or better than average players play, that are not competitive players like these MLG pros. You take that all into consideration of what the bullshit and all the shit that we get with from every single game that we play. It's just it just bemuses me. They're not that good of a player as everybody thinks they are. Yes, they're good at competitive when they've got certain rules in front of them, but public lobbies doesn't have any rules. It's completely different. What makes to say that, say for example, now I choose 4 friends or 3 players or 3 friends, and we put as much practice into playing and training on Call of Duty for competitive matches like they do, like an MLG Pro does, for say 8 hours a day, for the next 3-4 months, and then we go to a tournament. It's like anything. We could be as good as them, or if not better. It all depends on how much you train and how much you know the map and the thing. If we had that perfect LAN connection that we did, nobody lags and so on, and there's no lag compensation or bullet hit detection bollocks and all that stuff, then we'd be just as good as them. We if not better. That's the only reason, is because they've got all the luxuries of LAN and stuff, and they practice day in and day out. It's like anything in life. You want to be a good cook. The way to be a good cook is you cook all the time. You practice, you trial and error. You keep doing it to get better and better, to get perfection, to get that perfect, to be perfect at what you do. And it's like anything in life. You work hard, like a footballer or a professional sports person. They train day in, day out to be the perfect sportsman or sportswoman at their profession or at their sport. You train and train and train. The best way to become good at something is if you practice. Practice makes perfect. That saying is kind of a cliche, but it's true. That's what it is. You practice at something, then you're gonna be good at something. The amount of hard work you put in, you will be successful at it. So you could take that with video games. You practice, you get good, and so on and so on. Then you could be just as good as anybody, if not better than anybody. I mean, when I joined the session on Nadeshot, and I shouldn't have done it. It's wrong. I know I shouldn't have done it. But I just wanted to prove a point. It'd be pissing me off and it'd be annoying me for so on and so on. It's like, they're not as good as everybody thinks they are in public lobbies. Oh wow, they're professional players. They win $100,000 tournaments or so on. But that's private matches. That's under certain rules. Public lobbies, there is no rules. There is nothing. There's no boundaries. What's to stop you from doing this? What's to stop you from using a noob tube? What's to stop you from using this and that, and so on and so on? You have to account for every situation in a public lobby. You can't just, oh no, you can't do that, this is bullshit, or they're going to blame it on lag or connection or whatever in a public lobby. It's because they've been taken out their comfort zones. If you take somebody out their comfort zone, they're not going to like it. You take someone from a sunny climate and you stick him in the Antarctic, he's going to complain because it's cold, it's too cold for him. It's just like that with a Call of Duty and a pro player. You take them out of their comfort zone, i.e. LAN connection, game battle style rules or whatever, or MLG rules, they're not going to be as good. There may be the exception who can adapt quicker, but as I said, back to Nadeshot, he wasn't nothing special. He was hip firing, he was using running around with an SMG, and just hip firing with red dot, with red laser sight. I mean, what's so professional about that? Why do people love that? What, just because it's him? He's doing that, or he's head glitching, he's guarding one area and he's head glitching and camping in a certain spot. Why does everybody love that? Just because he's an MLG pro player going into a pubs because they think he's an amazing player? Well, no. People do that day in, day out. Regular people like us, who play every day, like not competitively, and we get called campers or head glitchers or tryhards, but yet they try hard and nobody calls them a tryhard. They're all, oh, you're amazing, you're amazing. It's something that pisses me off, and I had to get it off my chest. And don't get me wrong, I think what they do in the professional circuit is pretty damn good. They made a good living out of it, and they are good players at that type of game mode and at that type of situation and pressure from like the crowd and stuff. But it's a completely different scenario, and I just hate the people when they say, oh, they're the world's best. I mean, I've heard people say that Optic Scumpy or some other MLG pro player is really good at pubs. But I mean, there's the few, there's the exception. Those are the exception to the rules, but they're not all as good as everybody thinks they are, or what they think they are. I mean, I played with him. He was nothing special. He was nothing like the average person I play with every day, or play with every so often when I play Call of Duty. It's not that difficult to... not that difficult. They're not that special in public lobbies. The only way they're that famous and they're that good is because they've got the exposure from the pro circuit and all the tournaments that they've played in and so on. I don't like the expression you can call an MLG player the best player in the world. They haven't proved themselves on a regular basis, and as I said before, you take a group of 4 friends or take a group of people, you train them up, so on and so on, and you put them on the same training schedule as these MLG players, and you play for 8 days, you scrim, you play private matches, you play GB battles or whatever, batches or whatever, matches, sorry, batches I said, sorry, but I mean matches. You take them and that, and then you can get them to the same level or standard as an MLG pro. They're not the best in the world. It's just all about practice, and that's what I'm trying to say. And I've got no bitterness towards them. I think they've done a good job. They are good players. Don't get me wrong, but they are good players in that format, in that situation. But that's enough rambling on about that. And just a quick mention about this game. This was an 85 and 5 on regular 6v6 dom on Hijacked. So I'll see you soon. Bye.